What's up, everybody? Welcome back to A Monster's Insight. Now, if you remember in the last one, we tried to persuade God, whatever chasm piece. Very freaky, but very cool. And honestly, it was pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But now we're back. And hopefully, we're going to sway another one. All right, let's jump right in. In spite of the outcome, one question still lingers on my mind. How did I even get the chasm keyword in the first place? I remember darkness, and inky glass-like dripping blotches of nothing, and I saw a red light. I returned to the present, at the Melduvian River. Fernway may have been delusional, but they were right about one thing. Only those that are lost can even enter chasm to begin with. And Fernway may have called me for the dialogue. But someone called first. Someone who gave me the chasm keyword. Maybe they were right. The chasm did call me. And if that were true, stop. I don't need to go on needless tangents right now. So what if I have doubts? Doesn't everyone? And what does it matter if the chasm called me? I doubt I'll ever see it again. Some questions can't be answered. As you were deep in thought, you turn your head towards the Bahug Bay. Across the horizon, you notice a new fair eclipse the sky. I don't think I've seen this before. There are signs, voices, and noises relating to the fair surrounding you. Disembodied mouths and screeches from the void start whispering in the ears of passerbys. Need some to relax? Some to ease your worries? Feeling directionless? Losing your heart? Tired of feeling it all? Join the fun fair, where all your cares can go to waste. Sign-ups are free. We have free fresca juice and snacks. Advertisements for the fun fair? What snacks do they have? You pick up a cube of goo from the dock floor. Snacks include plummy livers, turt salgars, and classic homemade salts and gnats. Oh, Kichi loves salts and gnats. If snacks are free, I might as well take the charity. You turn to whisper in one of the disembodied mouths. You guys were saying something about free snacks? Come right away! The mouse begins to eat itself and then spins outwards from where it was. It orbits around an empty point in space while simultaneously rotating on an axis. Then it comes to a stop. Open the top of my head. Inside were the snacks listed on the cube of goo. Glummy liver, strip sulgers, and salt and gnats. Please take the fresca juice too. You oblige. Congratulations. Your ceremony of commencement will begin shortly. Pardon, my ceremony of what? Now that you've given in to your desires of delectable dining, we think you're ready. Ready for what? We've always been proud of you. You've been like a son to that game of catch you couldn't reach, so you fell down, and there was no one to catch your fall. Different mouth approaches you. But now, someone is here to catch the fall. Here, Gabe. Ready to catch your fall. First off, my name isn't Gabe. Secondly, I'm just going to take the snacks and go. No, don't you know? When you join the fun fair, don't you know what happens next? I haven't joined anything. You took the snacks. You're in. I'll return them. The first mouth interrupts the second one. Wait. We apologize. Perhaps you weren't ready. We're sorry we let you down, our sweet little child. At least we'll attend orientation day. For what? The fun fair? Oh, the fun fair is a one-off event for the Cumurium who is all in one. Fun fair. Wait. The Cormium? Oh, yes. Sorry, we should have led with that first. Cormium is a collective hive mind. Instead of terror or brute force, they infected other worlds to conquer them. Offering free snacks at a quasi-carnival wouldn't be how I imagine running into one. So orientation is what again? Well, we would introduce you to the philosophies of Vina Kava and say why you should join us. Sounds reasonable. That may be true. If I don't join, they will certainly kill me. If I don't agree to the orientation, they'll kill me too. That's my lucky day. But maybe I can turn this into my favor. I was wondering, would it be possible to meet Cormium? Oh no, you don't understand. Cormium is all of us. Cormium is one. Cormium is all. Cormium is me. And Cormium is you. So right now I'm talking to Cormium. Yes. I don't think any of your Vena Cavalacus are going to convince me. If I'm doing orientation, I need to hear from the core of the hive mind themselves. Interesting. Nobody cares to meet the ones who started it all. And if you meet Cormium, you will consider joining the Vena Cava, yes? Most definitely. Not. Most definitely not. But I need to get out of this conversation. What time works for you? Well, how about tomorrow? That also works. Good. Good. Ooh. They drop to the floor and then dissolve. I think I can get out of this one, maybe. I'm sorry. You did what now? Trust me, Kichi, this is going to be a good thing. I don't have a problem with the whole join a collective hive mind thing. That's your choice. But meeting Cormium? What possible reason could you have for doing that? After winning Furno's favor, things should only go up from here. I'm not going to just have one grand victory. This could be the start of a succession of wins. And for insight, why would Cormium ever let you be their siphon? Your collective hive mind. They have better things to do. One mind or many. Everyone has their secrets. Everyone can be exploited with insight. Oh, and I also got you some snacks. Other than that? Oh, wait. Why don't you distract me from the current issue at hand? I take the salts and ants over the hearth and start sizzling them. Ichi starts drilling over its 4 mouths. Turd salgers, when smoked and dusted, can act as a good seasoning over glummy livers. I start prepping that dish on top of the hearth and the compressing chamber. Whilst the food is being molded and heated, I take out the fresca drink and make 2 glasses. And a small shot glass for Kishi and a medium-sized one for me. The glummy livers look a little underbaked, so I set it alight and re-squeeze its juices. So, what are you gonna do now? What I always do. I win their favor. Let's talk about that. I mean, how are you gonna win Cormium's favor? Look, I think it's time to eat. I plate the seasoned glummy livers and salts and gnats. They wibble and swim around. Don't sweat a thing, KJ. I got this. And I have some time to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow? Is in a few lunar hours. I know. You have a location? Yeah, I know where I need to go. No worries. By the way, if you want to help, the Narg works at the Zilker. Thank you, Kichi. We ate the rest of our meal in silence. I turned off the noise machine to ease the room. The only thing we heard the night were the noises from outer world and the cries from the blackened skies. With nothing better to do, I pick up the papers on the floor and start reading them. Headline. Morgo, the Destroyer of Worlds, has recently been granting the standing of Great Terror. After the crusade against the Planktonian dimension, he has now accumulated enough cult of followers to earn the title. Great Terrors, or indifferent to this change. Old terrors are disturbed, and dark terrors want him dead. You have 1 point left to reassign stats. Okay, so presence appears powerful and strong. Let's do, yeah, let's plus, and let's like reassign, which should be good. Okay, let's do reputable. We need to be trustworthy. We can get more points to raise stats, where you can scout more information. Also, let's read and rates. Okay, so let's, okay, so we'll +1 charisma, and then, wait, what's this? That's a good one. Learned the art of Sprezitoria, the ability to appear to do some incredible effortlessly. 4 headlines were about Squiz, Defiler of the Deceased, raising her undead army. Your preparation time for the dialogue is up. Now, Silvertongue will attempt to win the favor of the interlocutor, Cormium, where one is all. Okay, fuck me. Whoa, this looks sick. I know that orientation would take place in a opiatic orb of the Murongo Solace border. The mouths of voyagers from last time were there to greet me, and asked me to don a new robe. Then they beckoned me to float into the orb floating above Murongo. The topiatic orb structure, like a mechanical puzzle, began to undo itself. When the entrance opened, the orb reassembled in a sphere with a slice taken out. I went inside. Oh, fuck. After navigating through multiple vessels in the canals, I finally arrived at the core. This core room is the abode of Cormium, mind of the hive mind, or the heart of the Venakava collective. Attached to the top of the ceiling, there's no other than the heart itself. When I took a step on the ground, the Cardian floor jumped, and Cormium immediately knew I was there. Slowly, they began to descend from the ceiling. Whoa, you're freaky, I like that. Hovering above me, their cords of arteries and veins falling delicately past them like strands of hair. Silver-tongued. Alright, this is where you always gotta save, bruh. Also, where's the fucking settings? You are way louder than before. Fuck me. Are you ready for orientation? If you're ready to discuss. Discuss? Give my own ideas a fair chance. Have a conversation. Sure. Ow. We here also want to make you do a little survey before we start orientation. We hope this is fine with you. Sure. I feel a quake underneath my feet. Please take a step back. I do so, and from where I was once standing, the floor caves into a hole, which then forms into a mouth-like shape. The floor adjusts something into the room. Yellow and white bile floats in the room, free of gravity. As I was in awe, the hole starts closing itself off by pulling in the meaty floor that surrounds it, similar to quicksand. As it does so, the bile transforms into Semitic A state, where it crystallizes to form a piece of paper. We just want to know if you have any allergies, or family you care about, or salt on you. But also, this is about it if you've joined any hive minds in the past, how long you've existed as a singleton, etc. Is there some kind of writing device I can use? Look up, Silvertongue. Above me, I see a black artery descend from the ceiling. Squeeze it to get some ink out of it. Continue squeezing and pressing it as you write. After a few minutes, I've done filling out the survey. What will this be used for? We thank you very much for your cooperation. Now we're sure you have a lot of questions, which will be answered in due time. Mr. Squint, they're suspicious of you. Ooh. However, we are very curious to learn more about you. Okay. I turned blade annoyed. Hi, of all the people we've recruited, you're the only one who started making demands. And the only one to make a reasonable demand at the time. And that to see us. Sometimes amongst the multitude of faces, you singletons fail to grasp our reality. Singletons being a collective's word for those who are not in a hive mind. It is because you don't understand us why we have this gap in understanding. Only you can understand. Everyone want to be in the Vena Cava or Vena Cava. In your individualistic world, you think in singleton ways. You cannot comprehend our multitude, our numbers, nor our omnipotent presence. You need something to center those ideas in a singular being. In which case would be the vessel you see before you. Who really think yourself... Oh, what an incredible situation. Why? Is that so... We couldn't be happier that you seem so impressed. I don't know if my ears deceive me, but I feel as if they're repressing something. Regardless, we hope that you and us can come to an understanding somewhere. There must be some foundation for mutual trust. After all. Why were you at the fun fair? Ooh. So, cause I wanted to buy salt and nuts. Yes, you did say you wanted to buy salt and nuts on that day. On that day? The talking mouse, remember? We're collective minds, so whatever they saw, we saw too. Everything that happened at the fun fair, they saw. Oh, wait, that's everything that happened at the fun fair, they saw. I can't make anything up. But we just want to understand why. How should we put it? Why would you insist on meeting with us if you have no intention on joining the Fauna Cava? Our time and resources are precious. Ooh. What exact resources are you expanding by talking to me? Wow. You have a lot of audacity to go ahead and asking us the dullest questions like that. Think about the rapture needs to be measured precisely, done with the utmost concentration. The rapture? Well, plus two different species, it's like two things are struggling for control.
It's why all of us bother living at all. Seeking the rapture is one of the wise decisions in the balance. Silly. Why are we talking when we could show you them for what it is? Let me.
The lights are out, and their face begins to contort itself. It looks like the blood stopped moving through its limbs and veins. Then it wakes once again.
Our sincere supplies for what you saw.
Silence steps into the chamber, lingering over both you and your interlocutor.
Before we begin, we were wondering a few more things.
Please.
What's the most lacking thing in your life? What's the one thing you could wish you could change? Because there would be no other reason why anyone would join us if they didn't want to leave something behind.
You feel entitled to know this?
You feel to come to the court of Vanakara Cormium and demand a meeting from us?
And why should I do that?
Why? You should do what?
Answer your questions. Keep in mind that you're trying to recruit me into the Vanakava. I should be the one interviewing you. There's no need for you to get,
enough with your babbling. Little singleton's always so individualistic and entitled.
Maybe I shouldn't always press for more. Some new limbs of Cormium began to attach themselves to the ceiling.
We think it would be appropriate time to give a tour of the Guardian.
Guardian is the name of the orb that we're currently inside. I start walking towards the exit, adjusting the fabrics of my clothes on the way out. I notice the Cormium doesn't follow and remains attached to the chamber ceilings. Are you to come with me?
We, as Cormium, cannot move from this chamber, but we, as the Vanakava, can give a quick tour.
Oh, the hover mounts for reward appear in front of me. Both the mouths and the beating Cormium speak in tandem.
If you could follow us, please.
Certainly. Instead of taking me out of the chamber, they move to the opposite side of the room. Tubes, veins, and arteries fall down from the ceiling and start to take a life of their own. All of them are drawn to me as if we were magnets. Wait, hold on, what's happening?
Who said you were leaving this room for the tour?
Please, allow yourself to be connected to our network. No, of course, they'll find an opportunity to connect me to the hive mind. That makes over before it even started? What exactly are you doing?
We're going to show you projections from our collective mind.
So you just see visualizations rather than go through all the trouble of walking around. As you can feel the tubes suck at your skin pores, a thought crosses through your mind. Wait, if they're showing projections from their mind, that means I can use insight. But no, as much as I can see what's in their mind, they can also see what's in my mind. So they'll know what I can traverse their mind and may suspect something. Cormium's main form descends from the ceiling again. Time is running out. Just listen to whoops, I didn't mean to do shit. Nope. I gotta save, baby. Let's use insight, and so you do. Cormium, simulate, we simulate with one. You can discover that we are two minds. Nobody makes sure. Oh, okay. Whoops. Cormia, Cor and Mium. Cor simulate us. Mium simulates us. We are one. That will be. Yeah, two. Make sure nobody knows that. Oh wait, two minds. Two minds. What on earth? So that means.
And finally, there is our ritual site, which is. Have you been listening to us at all?
Who are you?
Exactly what we said we were.
Are the Cormorium? No, I mean, I asked who are you? The both of you.
The both? I'm sorry, I don't think we understand.
Don't play this game with me. You both know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, pray tell, if we could ever understand what you're talking about. How would you have been able to get such information?
Kind of deflect the blame onto me? We'll see. Looking me up to your brains, plural, was a good start. So you shouldn't be surprised that I could get that information. Turn off the mainframe connector?
I'm certain we did. Competent moron. Listen, I don't know what you saw.
Since when did they start using singular pronouns?
But you must have mistaken all the overload of sensory information for a crazy conspiracy. Are you intoxicated? Maybe you're under the influence of a damaging substance? Because frankly, I would have no idea as to how you could make such a connection.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I never explicitly stated what I saw.
Oh, you didn't you?
But I know that you know what I saw. So I think that you know what I'm talking about. And if that's the case, then my shock isn't so unfounded, is it?
Really?
So why didn't you go and say... You're, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm saying it like this.
Fair enough.
I just want to understand why you wouldn't hide such a thing.
So that we're hiding, we're just parts of the hive mind ourselves. We can't afford to be broken into anymore.
Our core and meum still...
But if you'd rather hear from me and my words, yes, we are a hive mind. Yes, we are also two singleton souls weaved together. Weaved? What do you mean by weaved? It means that we're fused into one mind and soul. Core and meum isn't just core and meum together. It's a whole new being, a whole new person. That person's blended favor of core and meum's consciousness. Yes, we are core and meum, or two is all.
I noticed that their colors changed. Well, now there is this distinct line between the two halves. One with a great red hue and the other with a blue hue instead, even though they're undeniably connected. They also look more fractured than before. Whoa, this is Whoa, that's cool.
I'm core.
Where once there was a unity or plethora of voices, now each half of Cormium sound distinct and clear. Almost like two separate singleton voices. They're satisfied.
No. More and more and more.
You can go back to being one.
Thank you.
Just as quickly as they separated, they fused back together. From the first impression, I can say this. Horror seems to be interested in something flashy, eye-catching, or captivating. You need to get their attention and appeal to their immediate motions and instinct. Hume seems to be the one in charge of reason and logic. We'll need to think of I'm trustworthy in order for me to be in their favor. Being two currents could make you come across as a psychophant.
Don't tell us we need to entertain you any longer.
Now, we think it's the best to answer those burning questions you have.
Ones you travel all the way for. Question will now begin.
Use the keywords you have. Oh, you cannot address individuals of Cormium yet. Instead, answer all questions will be asked to the collective being of Cormium. Use the type of keyword you want to ask about. Or perhaps you can ask about non-keywords too. Be more, because once you've asked a question about a keyword, that's it. I go back. Okay, what keywords do I have? Okay, so rapture, unfair. Oh, cool. I can just click the... Let's do... Rapture. What is so great about the rapture as your only goal in mind?
What an interesting question.
I hardly think it's that interesting. I'd argue it should be something that's given. Your whole pitch as to why you should join the Venakava is centered around rapture. It shouldn't be surprising when someone asks what's so great about it, because you should be able to justify why rapture is worth pursuing.
Let me ask you this. What is the reason that we live life at all? Is it because of the pleasures that we have? We are constantly in search.
Just as Cormorian was talking, their face undergoes a fusion of sorts. You can hear all shit to melt and bleed from its mouth.
Too long! Your talk of rapture. I shall grant you rapture. Let us back in together.
Don't listen to them. Please get a hold of yourself. What? I always thought these two would be in perfect harmony. Turns out I may not have to convince Cormium. Looks like I'm gonna have to pick a side, or maybe help the two fuse back together. Ooh. Ooh, cause who's core? Fuck, I don't know who's let's see. Let's do Mium. What the fuck? Okay.
I'm in your mind.
Whoops. What I clicked. How to decode the LB. First half of final answer. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Oh, fuck. Shit. I suppose, no. Is there no way out of this? I never wanted to join the Vancouver in the first place. Wait. These marks are trying to just really consider everything that happened. I'm afraid we can't let you do that. Time only leads to doubt. Don't you want your members to be doubtless? Full of conviction and certainty? We also don't like our members leaving orientation so soon. If we consider this probably like informed monsters. So this probably means you should probably listen to me.
We've listened.
Ormium's patience is the right thing. We've listened to your fears, answered any queries you may have had. And we indulge you in your little rants, you see. So we think that we're done listening and we want to see some action taking him. Here's the time to assimilate into the Fanacava. I thought you gave people a choice.
We don't need to if the choice has already been made. Say hello to your new home, Vanakava.
I think of something fast. Wait, I'm going to assimilate. That means I'm going to enter their mind. Maybe within time window, I can... Of course, use insight to give them the side effect of pain and fatigue. With them in a vulnerable state, that could buy me enough time to exit the Cardian. And so, you decide to just do that. You're lost to your memories and experience, but using the thought logs, you knew where Corman was in pain. Now's your time to escape.
Stop this pain.
I can feel myself losing this assimilation grasp. When I do, I start running. And I don't look back. Other verticals were just screaming pain, barely paying attention to my escape. And with the roadmap exit, even though it felt like eternity in retrospect, it wasn't as difficult as assumed. Here we can see our process over. No, I want to fucking... No, I am gonna... No, you got me fucked up. Yeah, I'm loading this motherfucker. This is until later. Alright, I should be able to feel the rest of the Cardian. Here in the Cardian, members of the Vanakava travel via valves, arteries, and veins. Arteries and veins are used to keep us all connected, whilst valves acts as a passageways through the chambers. How come at the fun fair there were no arteries/veins attached to you?
It's because they were all connected to a private network there. You were in the Bahug Bay. We have a core that's connected under the sea. Under the sea. So all of the wires, arteries, and veins would go through the dock floors.
And the cores across this plane are all connected back to here?
Precisely. That's how we keep everything intertwined.
What were to happen if the core at Bahug Bay were to collapse? Edberg. Would all the Vanakava be dead or simply disconnected?
We wouldn't know if any of our cores are in danger. After all, we are one and the same.
If such a thing were to happen, they normally disconnect.
But oh, it's such a noble thing they do. If for the best of all of us. Lovely Liba students, indeed.
They do what?
Why, they all simply die.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you simple singletons. You don't understand.
If any other collective were to recruit them, or if they were to deform back into their singleton states,
it would be ruined.
Better spare them the harsh reality and the suffering early. This is only... So you murder them in cold blood?
Think of it less as a murder, but more as euthanasia. Euthanasia. The difference there is consent.
Oh, sorry. One is unwanted whilst the other is forced upon?
We have a reason for forcing upon them.
Okay, well, I'll say... Okay, so... Because I don't want to keep going... Actually, no. I could easily go back. You should give him... Can we ever know what's good for people?
Not usually. But when it comes to us, where they're once a part of us, you would know better than anyone. Sometimes I can feel their desire lingers still. We know what you're thinking. Poor Miam is starting to sound a bit crazy. Maybe I should leave. But think of it like this.
Angry. Oh, okay, angry.
What if one day you woke up as a slug? A minuscule defenseless little slug. You couldn't speak. In a minute you could only move less than 1 centimeter. The weight of your vessel would be so immense you'd feel trapped in your own body. No one can understand you. The pain would be too great to convey. Your family friends will no longer recognize you,
and you can never be who you used to be. They close their eyes and try to compose themselves.
That's why it's like to be demoted from a hive mind back into a singleton. You feel so vulnerable, like your life has no order anymore, because you used to be able to think, feel, and be everything and anything that the collective felt. You understand now? The costs we must make to protect the Vanakava, and if they even have a faint connection, all of the other members could experience this agony too.
And if we cannot afford for such thing to happen, I'm at a loss for words. So we have to come to an agreement on one thing, I suppose. Such I hate to admit, they have a point.
If you have any more questions, feel free to ask now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go look at the fun fair and death. So let's do fun fair.
The fun fair is one of plenty events we hold to spread awareness about the Vanakava. There are fun games to play, philosophical questions to ask oneself, and group therapy. We also host some interactive novels that mimics the life of being in the collective. Gets people interested.
That's just our problem. There's something deep-rooted resentment here.
Other collectives would rather just brainwash them, but we don't think that's the way to do it. They should be excited and want to join us. We can all experience the fun together.
What else was the fun fair for?
There's also a fundraiser event for the disconnected.
Disconnected.
Occasionally, assimilation doesn't work on a singleton. Just such a shame. So they begin to slowly disassociate themselves from the hive mind. We spread awareness on the disconnected so they can be integrated into the collective. Along the way, with the money we earn, we hope to find the cure for them, so that they can never be disconnected again. Do you have anything else left to ask?
Ooh, fucking, what was the other one I got? Death.
Death? What about it?
What happened? Oh. Are you afraid of dying? You're the beating heart. No, the soul of this collective. Everything that I ever think or do is because of you. Because if you did, surely there would be no Magna Carta left.
Silly, silver tongue. We'll never die because there's always be one.
The one? One of who?
One of us would still be left.
Talking about the other half of them? If Core were to die, as long as Miam kept alive, things would be fine? Is Brooksing... Oh. But why does it matter? Don't bother asking if it's of such possibilities. You know what? I don't think it may be so impossible. At least, not so if I get to look inside their mind. Yeah. Oh, shit. First half of the final answer. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Final answer includes previous. Last answer minus the last letter. Okay, let's go. Oh, fuck. They get way harder. What a wonderful... First letter R. What a wonderful... R-O-M-A-N-C... Romance, maybe? No, that's... Okay, so that's romance. Possibly romance. Okay, I don't have the key. Oh, it might just be romance. It might be... Yeah, it might just be romance. Hold on, let me read it. R-O-M-A-N-C-E. It might be romance. You obtain the key to the other door? Oh, fuck yeah. Wait, what? Romance again? Incorrect answer. Shit. And let's try this. How to decode the cipher? L equals B. Last answer. Final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needs its last letter gone. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Hold on, let me read it. Final answer includes the previous answer to get the key, but the previous answer needs its last letter gone. So... Okay, and then let me see. Do you say something? Fuck. God damn it. Wonderful love story. First letter R. So is it romance but without E? It's the only thing I could think of. Correct answer. What the fuck do you mean? Am I stupid? First half of the final answer. Oh, wait. So that's the first half. So X-O-M... C. X-O-M-C. X-O-M-C? What the fuck? Okay, no, first. How to code the cipher? First half of the final answer. Zom. Oh fuck, I got no time, bruh. Zom LB? Zombie L? Oh shit. Last answer minus last letter, so... What the fuck? Oh, minus last letter plus CY. Oh, wait. So... Wait, Wait, so if Romancy? See? What the fuck? But the previous answer needs its last letter gone. You are not helping. This letter R. So it's last letter. So it was romance. I have 20 seconds. Fuck me. First letter, first half of the final answer. Oh fuck, I might have to restart this. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this. Way too much time in the mind of the unfortunately looks like your time is up. Navigating corners. Wait, if only I had more time. But I was They took some deep breaths and tried to compose themselves. Clearly, inside wasn't kind to their mental strain. I assume this is all the question you have for us? I suppose. There is some into the... Is there no way out of this? I never want to join the... Okay. New members need to be doubtless, full of conviction and certainty. We also don't like our members leaving our sister soon. Yeah, of course, use an insight. Man, that's fucked up. Okay, so... Shit. Well, thank God I say this. Skip. I want to buy some salt and that. Restrained? I thought that's such well-oiled machine you'd scarcely face any problems.
Of course. We are fine. Sometimes pain can be such a burn what we lose our focus, but we can't let our instinct to control us, no? Wise person should be in control of pleasures rather than be a slave to them. Otherwise, pain will result, and this requires judgment to evaluate the different pleasures of life.
I thought that being collective was just part of who you are, but it seems to take a toll on you.
Occasionally, yes.
But we're tempted to find a way where there's no price to pay.
No more.
Silent steps into his chamber, lingering over both you and the insular. Again, we were wondering a few things. Please. That's the most lacking thing. Okay, well, we can skip. You're pushing back. This isn't exactly a great sign. I don't know if I could fully be honest. Yeah. Find my life where there's none. Ooh. Yeah, join in my life where there's none, to be rid of the pain that carries me.
Interesting. You know what? If you join the collective high mind, your sum of knowledge will be greater than any singleton being in the universe.
Some new limbs of core me and begin to attach themselves to the ceiling.
We think it would be appropriate time to give a tour of the Guardian.
Oh. So listen. It's hiding. You just need to be able to dig up and threaten them?
Once a collective member goes back to a singleton, they are afflicted with the greatest of insanities. They are accustomed to being part of a greater presence, but now they feel truly alone. Most end their lives anyways. Some may live on but in vain and in agony, so you can see what they're doing to fear for them.
You should give them to the agency.
If they were wise, they wouldn't make all the same choice. We know what's good for them. We know what you're thinking. I mean, this is starting to sound a bit crazy. Maybe I should leave.
Think of blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then... Unfair. Okay, let's do... What was it? I think it was death? I don't have this. Fuck. I think it was literally funfair. Funfair is one of the plenties that we hold. Nope. Let's load here. Yes. If you're ready to discuss. What incredible tissue. I wanted to buy some salt and that. Okay. Knowledge and understanding. What power to whatever have.
When will you thirst for power or ever be satiated? Don't you see you'll never be satisfied?
With that I asked, when will you stop looking for new members to join the Vainakava? Will you thirst for an expanding hive mind ever be satiated?
Isn't about the number of recruits, silver tongue.
Dimmer, apathetic body language.
It's about making a difference in the world, elevating this world to new heights, showing the way where others have never been shown before. It's about liberation of the singleton people, so that you can advance your minds to greater use.
Which could be...
What else would be the lack of pain?
Pain? Some new limbs of corn begin to attach to us. I think it would be a appropriate time to give a tour of the... let's just listen to the presentation and see what happens. We ever know? Not usually. What keywords do I have? Fuck, I don't have the goddamn... And then it's probably gonna be the damn fucking goddamn it. Okay, I'm fucking stupid. Yes, let's load this dialogue. I don't know if I'll ever be.
Relax, young one.
No one thinks they're ready for the Vainakava now. Your hero also wants me to do a little survey before orientation, blah, blah, blah. You really think of yourself as a real thing? I don't know if I'm grasping your concepts.
Will only be anything of the core of the Vainakava.
So you're both simultaneously your subjects and the rulers?
We don't have a hierarchy here. All is the Vainakava. And all of the Vainakava is us, Cormium. Regardless, we hope that you and us can come to an understanding somewhere. There must be some validation for mutual trust, after all. I wanted to buy some... Oh, yes, you did say.
To... join life when there is none.
What happened to the joys you once had?
I don't think it mattered what happened to them. The only thing I can say is that they're gone. I want them back.
Yes, here at Cormor we can grant you such a thing. Our philosophy involves seeking the rapture. What is the rapture?
Oh, what is the rapture? Is beating visibly happiness and excited.
It is above all joys. We think it'd be a disservice to compare with happiness. It is a divine state where you won't even know what despair is anymore. Where you will always feel pleasure, always content, always ecstatic. When you are in the rapture.
So many limbs of corn maybe can attach yourself?
I think it would be a bright time to give a tour.
I'm gonna use insight, and so you do. And then this one was 2 minds. It was like, whoops. Okay. 2 minds.
So why don't you go ahead and say it?
I shouldn't. I'm saying that I shouldn't make assumptions.
Now you're choosing back down, are you? Coward.
You'd be highly agitated and capable of violence. I don't want to get into a fight. It's like 2 in the morning.
Don't go around saying that you don't know him, okay?
Okay.
If you'd rather hear it from me and my words, yes, we are a hive mind. Yes, we are also 2 singles weaved together. What do you mean by weaved?
It means that we're fused in one mind, one soul. Shit. Rapture. Okay, let's talk about the rapture. Ooh. Let's see if we can fuse them. Let's see, but watch them fall apart. They literally root each other out. Turns out you guessed wrong. Oh, fuck. Within a matter of seconds, cornmeal comes together as they did before. They smile.
That's a serious prize for that hideous display. You have anything else left to ask?
No more questions, and I assume there's not a question you have for us, I suppose. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. How the fucking... Like, I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Okay, so how about... We'll do it again. You don't need to ask. Otherwise, why would I be here?
Fair point.
Now, I also want to make sure you do a little survey for orientation, blah, blah, blah. Incredible intuition. You think, don't say anything. Not much of a talker? At least you don't object to the idea. You guys hope that he's come to understand somewhere. There must be some factors for mutual trust. I was lost. Lost? We think we heard such a thing before. The more you should come join us. Your hero will grant you the purpose you desperately need. You won't want to get whisked away by the dreadful being. What was their name again?
Fernways?
Fernways? Fernway of the Lost.
Ah, yes. Imagine if you had to run into them. What a disaster it would be.
Oh, please do tell me what would have happened.
Let's just say you wouldn't be alive right now.
Right. Clearly they missed mark with this one. Guess who's staying in the flesh right now?
Oh, wait, just want to understand why.
How should we put it? Why would you insist on meeting with us if you have no interest in the Banakava? Well, join life, knowledge, to rid the pain that carries.
Where's the pain coming from?
It's from my malformed body.
Vessels are not permanent. In death, only souls will remain. Here at the Vanakava, we can liberate you from your flesh. You can move into a great network of minds where only your soul exists.
Some new limbs acquire me again. Potentially, we think it'd be appropriate time. Guardians about the orb that are currently outside. Start walking towards the exit. And just the fabs are closed. Blah blah blah. Listen.
Why bother having a backup core? Because we usually won't have to resort to such things. If we do, it's always better. It's always for the better. You know what you think.
I mean, it's starting to sound a bit crazy. Blah blah blah. Yep. Okay. Let's see what I got. Pain.
Why is pain a reason to suffer? It is nature's greatest enemy. When we were born, none of us asked for a life of punishment, of needless agony. It's because life is unjust. It wastes our time and tries to murder us before we truly know what it means to be alive. But like any challenge, we can always find workarounds, solutions, if you will. A workaround for us is the Vanakava. If you join the Vanakava, you'll never feel this pain again. For you see,
since Corrigan was talking, their fest undergoes a fusion of sorts. And you can shoot. Gives blood bleed from the mouth. It's such a difficult process to manage. These prisoners should be in control of players rather than be enslaved to them. Otherwise, the pain will result. And the greatest of all is the rapture. Which is why, please stop. Please, need the rapture now. Hold on a second. I need to evaluate how much pain we'll get out of it.
I don't care. We need this now. Time is precious.
What? Always thought that these two would be in perfect harmony. Turns out I may have convinced them wrong. Looks like I'm gonna have to pick a side. Let's do core. If that's gonna be the case, and then I need to take a look inside their mind. Fuck. This was the one I thought. Oh, there's no I in team, but there's me. The second and fourth letters are in the 2 lines above. Wait, the second and third and fourth letters are in the 2 lines above. Okay, that doesn't help. I can't see shit. Where am I? I want this to go away. Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. Shit, oh, god damn it. Fucking... Yeah, fucking... You don't need to ask. Don't talk. I was... lost. And then pain that carries me... My malformed body. And then... Let's listen to their presentation. Why bother having a backup core? There is no I in team, but there is a me. The second, third, and fourth letters are in the 2 lines above. Okay, and then what's this one? Here the answer for the final answer. The first is the first letter of the answer from before. Okay, so we'll go back up. Shit. First letter is T. The feeling of dread. T-R-A-P-P. No. T-E-R-R-O. Terror? You obtain the key? Sick. Is first letter from the answer before. The second and third, fourth are for you to discover. So it's T. Second, third, and fourth letters are in the 2 lines above. What is this? Team? Incorrect answer. Oh, fuck. It's this bullshit again. There is no I in team. Second, third, and fourth letters are in the 2 lines above. Team? Maybe? be? It was times, yeah. And see in front of me that my insight must have caused a strain on Cormium. Panicking, out of breath, confused as to what they're feeling. My power does come with its downsides. That being, they'll be able to notice the difference in fatigue, pains, lows, etc. As collective, they would be more aware of this versus other singleton creatures. What happened? What just happened?
Who cares? Makes the pain go away, ma'am.
Me?
It's your job.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
Oh, really?
To me, I can see the clear problems as to what's happening.
The pain.
No, it's something a little bit deeper than that. I take a pause for effect, and then I dip my feet into their waist, swirling it around. You think that the two of you aren't working?
What are you suggesting?
How dare you?
Can't you see? We're fine. We don't need your help.
Not seeing that you two are broken, on the contrary. I would actually consider your proposition of the Vanakava. Simply put, one of you isn't living up to the standards that I had expected from collective.
You don't think I would see through your sophistry? Or listen, this malformed migrant think it can divide us. On all this core, you are valued. You are don't listen to the insults that you see. I don't care. We just need the rapture.
Oh, I certainly agree with that statement. Core is definitely a valued member of the Vanakava.
Most certainly.
They do most of the heavy lifting. They're the brute force of engaging with the rapture, and act as the damned holding in the water all together so that the rapture can be equally distributed. Must have been the most tempting thing in the world. Having the rapture right in front of you, yet knowing you have to wait because of the Vanakava and all the processing. Where's the heart that pumps this experience around the Vanakava network? This is mentally taxing task of ensuring that the rupture is better than the last. Constantly one-upping yourself, because if ever two raptures were the same, then pleasure would be the new normal, the status quo, and people would get tired of it. What could be more difficult? Selfless act? It seems like Core hasn't heard such nice things about them for a while. Honestly, being merged with Mium is one thing, but it's clear that Mium views Core to be the one who's inferior. Mium, on the other hand, I'm sorry, but we need to talk. What? Is this a jest? Some little game? You see, Core, look at the foul-mouthed sophistry once more. You seriously think that siding with Core would be better? Frank, put on and stop. Mium, please, you should take criticism constructively. I have said Core! Let us put this little monster out of its misery, Core? Core? Let the insects speak. Clearly they have an insight into the situation that we don't have.
Who had the audacity to think a singleton knows more than us? In the present, we aren't Cormium. We resemble singletons ourselves. We need the rapture.
Needing the rapture? That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Mium, we always appreciate the job you do. But frankly, we don't have the time on our hands.
We live forever, you imbecile. There's no need to account for time.
Oh, hold on now. I do recall correctly, I remember you saying, our time and resources are precious. You're costing us a lot of it. And now I think I know why. Because your lifespan is limited.
What a laughable lie.
This isn't unfounded, Mium. There are millions of terrors alive that could rip apart a universe if they wish. Also, if you don't have members of the Vanakava, it'll lessen your lifespan. That's why you've been desperate to recruit. Actually, you've been so desperate that you're willing to engage in a conversation with me. Silence, even though the both of us know very well that I have no intention of joining. Walk around the corner until I'm facing the side of Core. I get on my knees. Core, take it from me, a single outsider, that this relationship isn't working. Mium's calculations, consumption of your ending only drains your resources and wastes your time. Why do you have to evaluate the pain that comes within the pleasure? It's short, even for you. And sometimes you have to take the fall to get the greatest rapture of all. Isn't that tantalizing risk of possibly losing it all? Makes it, when you succeed, all the greater. Core, they're insane. Core, you can't have the pleasure without pain. The two almost go hand in hand. Try to filter out your exceptions is just doing a disservice to you. There's a rapture right at your fingertips and you can't take it. Or? No, we don't need to hear any more of this. No, we don't have to hear any more of this. Oh no. My eyes wish Core fused back together as one, as they're no longer spread. That means...
You think you're gonna get under our skin, Nice try, we met your rather impressive specimen. Surely all the more impressed that we could use an addition to the Vanakava, yes.
Wait, I never made my final decision. Too late. Now it's sure there was a way out. At least I could damage their mind. We get out of here. So maybe this time... What is this place? Well, yes, it's true. We can't wait to start this new day here with everyone else. think it's time to start again. We need to make more come. We'll make more come. We'll make more come. More will be some more will join us. More is needed after all. For the rapture. Whoa. Void end. What's your name again? Whoa, what the fuck? That was an ending? No way. I don't think that was the full ending. That's it? No way. That had to just be one ending. Is there like an endings page? Hold on. Let's remember. I'm gonna go load this one. You don't need to ask. Not a talker. I was lost. Pain that carries me. My malformed body. Just listen. Why bother having a backup core? No way, because that just makes no sense. Help them fuse together. I don't need you to watch fall for maybe a little roof for each other. Turns out you guessed wrong. Didn't matter sick, corners as they did before. Sits right after his display. Yeah, fuck. What about pain again? Shit. You already asked this question. Do you have anything else? No more questions. Is this fucking it? God damn it. Fucking damn it. God damn it. Damn it. You don't need to talk. How about okay, so yeah, we'll do this. I wouldn't matter because if you discuss why you came, you can understand what I want to kind of is that right? You shouldn't mold yourself to be someone that fits what I need. I should be interested in joining you based on your merit, not through somebody's sycophancy. Ha ha ha! We don't know what you're talking about. The talking mouse, remember? We collect the minds, whatever they say, we saw too. We recall you saying, wait, the Vanakava? I mean, you didn't know that would be here. Yikes, I completely overlooked that. Everything that happened at the fun fair, I saw. I can't make up anything. Oh, fuck. Let's do the pain. It's pain in general. Ah, yes, life. The only seconds best to death. We do think you being a bit vague, though. Isn't the nature of pain itself rather vague? You don't always get a clear-cut answer as to why you feel like this. Some new limbs of Cormia get attached, so we think it'd be appropriate time given a survey. Boom, boom, pow. What words did I get? Okay, so we'll do pain again. And we'll focus on Mia. If it's going to be the E's, then I need to take a look inside their mind. Not now! XK. Oh, wait, no. You still have to find your last letter T. What is smell? T-R-E. Eat? Correct answer. Hunt down. The beast can hunt you down using their nose. They sift to find your teeth, maybe. No, last letter's T. Fuck me. This is always confusing. Like your okay, no. First half of the final answer. Yeah, they still have to find your last letter T. So T, what ends with T? No, not fat, because that's fucking fat. They like pause the damn thing. T. They sniff to find your. It wouldn't be meat. Unless I put some meat. First half of the final answer. Okay, well, I don't give a fuck about the final answer. First half of all the answer. First half of the second answer. To find your. What the fuck? They sniff to find your what? Last litter? Hunt down using your nose. They sniff to find your... Am I stupid? Can I pause right here? Okay. They sniff to find your what? Fucking... Fuck. They sniff to find your what? Sniffed. Actually feel really dumb. They sniff to find... It... Me? Scent. Oh my god. I had to... So dumb. Holy fuck. It's been... Oh fuck. Time doesn't stop. Okay. First half is what you find. Second half is producer education. First half, the old answer equals... First half plus old answer. Nice. I see in front of me that my insight must have caused strain on. They're panicking, out of breath and confused as to what they're feeling. My power does come with its downsides. That being, they're able to notice difference of fatigue, pain levels, and as Cliff, they're more aware of their versus other singleton creatures. What happened? What just happened? Who cares? Makes the pain go away, man. It's your job. Don't worry, I can fix this. Alright. So what are you gonna do? So what are you gonna do? To me, I can see the clear plan as to what's happening. The pain. No, it's something a little bit deeper than that. I'd take a pause for effect and then dip my feet into the waist around it. I think that too you aren't working. What are you suggesting? Dare you? Can't you see? We're fine. We don't need your help. I'm not saying that you two aren't broken. On the contrary. I'd actually consider proposition of finding kind of silly put. I think we have changed. Are you insisting we're inadequate? No. On the contrary, I think that you're in the nascent stages of reaching your full potential. We've developed this system we have a place in for eons. Why would a singleton like you know any better? It's because I'm coming from an outsider perspective. You've been living for yourself for so long. You can't see if there's any structural issues that are holding you back. For me, defect is clear and obvious. Wouldn't you say so, Mium? I have no idea what you're talking about. Turn my hand, stick my tongue out in Cora's direction. At first, Mium doesn't get the hint, but then their hue changes and their eyes widen. Cora doesn't even notice me staring at them. Rapture. We need to know. What? Someone who acts purely based on instinct. Someone who is enslaved to their desires. Someone who is addicted to the thing that everyone else needs. Doesn't act in the interest of the greater good. I'll tell you what they do. They hold the rest of the collective back. I pull on my tongue and turn my attention back towards Mium. You see it now too, don't you? The embarrassing and shameful character splits that happened earlier. The fusion of Cor Morim into Cor and Mium. The desperation to recruit me. The illogical decisions you make. There's a common factor here. Don't you say another word. I know precisely what you're doing. Why on earth would I care about your opinion of me? It's hardly germane to the situation at hand. As someone who's interested in joining the Vanakava, you're not making a very good sell. If you two can't even keep it together for an important orientation, if you ask me, I scrape the top side of my horn to let there be a moment of silence. As has been less of my orientation and more witnessing your mental breakdown. It was invaluable to the process. You're the reason the Vanakava doesn't get tired of excessive rapture. Actually, you make an interesting point. Let's say that the core wasn't here, and everyone would be desensitized to pleasure if that become their status quo. Yes? Yeah. And as the Vanakava, you could change their desires and wills. That is correct. Does this also include emotions and memories? Yes, but we try not to tamper with memory. I know you're just saying that so you wouldn't be so I wouldn't be afraid of joining the Vanakava if I'm in for memory loss. Don't worry. I don't know that I have many treasured experiences I need to remember. Wow, I'm really bluffing my way through this. I made it to join a hive mind I have no intention of simulating into. Also, this music is insane. I love it. But what if, after every rapture, there was an emotional reset? If you could program the Vanakava to forget the experience that they undergone, that would mean that every new rapture would feel like they felt it for the first time. Also, their bodies will still have the sensation of missing the rapture that they once had. So in this case, Bar wouldn't be needed, and you would have occupied the whole Cormorium with just one singular head. We don't look to singletons. We don't look, but... Core, hurry up already. There's the rapture. Core, I don't think there's going to be one today. Insolent fool! Nuclear's having a hard time disposing of Core. Or maybe Core could be an asset to our side. Hmm? Okay, I'm gonna save you here. Talk to Core about new changes. Let Mium disport. I say silently I have in front of me. Oh, please listen to us. It's gonna be Mium's last request. I know it. Ooh, you said I could have. Goodbye. I didn't take any longer than a minute for the blood sugar in the body to increase. The racing adrenaline through Core, but at the same time, all the point was going to exhaust him. This is gross. And at least Core could have at least one sweet ride before the fairground closed forever. Some minutes go by after Core's termination, and I have waited long after Core's side has stopped beating. Looking at Mium in disbelief. I doubt that Mium truly cared for Core in any meaningful way. It's more like losing half of yourself that you had for so long. I doubt that Core would feel the same way. They were always so one-sided, only based on instinct. I'm sorry you had to witness that today. There's no need for an apology. Words are cheap. But you know what's better? Things or chattels, those hold a certain value. In this moment, it may look as Mium isn't listening to me. In their phase state, this is the best opportunity I have to exploit their weakness so they can make rash decisions. I know you lost a lot today, Mium. But there's some you can gain. Something to fill that hole that you lost. How would you like another half? A better half? Someone who needs you as much as you need them, just like before. And what do I get? A link. Someone to go back to, but someone who won't hold you back. And this link will always be here, and I will not work to your deterriment. Or note how I never explicitly stated this, but heavy implication allows you for your interlocutor to think they come up with that idea themselves. Like in the case of Mium, believing that Core was holding them back. Fine. Let's make this link you speak of. Done and dusted. And no hesitation at that. People can truly be quiet with their face in their worst moments. After all, that's how people spiral down, whether a singleton or a collective. Use your power of a shot, enter the mind of Mium. You'll leave their mark of mind, which you can say anything you want. A signature, a keyword, or perhaps the word that's meaningful to you. Ah. What's a keyword I want to leave on this guy? I can't remember what I put for the Fernway, but we gotta make it crap. No. Rapture or like. Oh fuck. Okay. Rap. No. With mark imprinted on core mediums, acts like a signature of some sort, meaning that I can siphon their mental energy at any time as long as this connection is maintained. Congratulations! You successfully won core medium's favor. Wherever's left of them. Here we can save your progress by overrunning and saving the first file slot. Would you like to save? Yes, please. Your game has been saved. Holy fuck. Okay. We're gonna end it off that one. That was a little longer because I got a different ending where it was like, thanks for playing. And I'm like, no, I'm playing the whole damn game. So, if you like this, please watch more of it because I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I am enjoying this, talking to fucking monsters. Got nothing much to say. See ya.